Hello, I'm Robin Vincent and welcome to Molten Music Technology. Today I'm looking at a whole bunch of Teenage Engineering Pocket Operator Modular thingies. Now these are synthesizers in a kit, in a box, the sort of thing that you would see hanging on a shelf somewhere that you could just pick up and build. It turns in the PO400 into an awesome yellow modular synthesizer. They've got the 170, which is an awesome red modular synthesizer, and they've got the 16, which is a little sequencer. Now, one of the perhaps criticisms that's levelled at this stuff is that it can be a bit toy-like. So I thought, well, if it's a bit toy-like, then maybe the idea is to get your kids to build it. So I thought I'd invite these three idiots along to help me build it. So let's do that.
Can I build this, the medium one?
Well, we're probably going to do it all together, otherwise we're going to get things mixed up. So we've got the big 400, maybe we'll leave that to last. Maybe the 170 will be a good place to start, because that's the one that, I don't know, it looks like it's going to be relatively easy, hasn't got quite so many parts, and is going to hopefully be a good way of introducing us into the bigger one. What do we think?
Okay.
Yeah, should we do that?
It looks like that one has less parts. Nancy, this is the only one with one of those.
Yes, it's not. Yes, I am.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Can I do the zipper, Daddy?
Go for it.
Oh,
That's very satisfying.
I'm doing the next one.
So can we pull out the bits and see what they look like? So, having looked at all this, do we think we're going to be able to do this in like 20 minutes, half an hour? I don't know, maybe.
Daddy, we should look at the colour.
Oh, look.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that what it's going to look like? That's awesome.
It is.
Whoa.
So let's have a look in the old manual. Now, followers of this channel will know I'm not big on manuals, but I think perhaps it would be a good thing. The 170, this is what this is. 170.
170. Daddy, should we start with package number 1?
Let's build. For in-depth instructions, go and visit something online. We don't want to do that. We just want to get stuck in with this.
Yeah.
So, let's have a look. Identify the parts. Now, Arthur, could you open that one?
Oh, yeah.
Nice, satisfying.
You're right.
Put these in. Okay. There's the bulb.
Daddy, I think you're going to need some pliers.
Some scissors. Don't cut it yet, Alfie.
Or like something to cut them anyways.
Right.
Wow. Look at this.
Ooh. 1, bend it all and put it all together. 2, go and have fun. Well, is that it? Is that all you do? So, modules 1, 4, 5, 6 and 10. And 14, Arthur, you're right. I'll do that one as well.
Oh, I
So
wanted
start
to
with one of them. Try to keep everything together. Let's start with 1, shall we?
That's the one that's open. Oh, this was so long and satisfying.
Let's see what this one is. I'm opening number 5 because it says number 5.
Number 5.
This is a filter. I don't know what to do with.
So, with our little bits here,
I've opened a lot of packages.
these are going to be going into here. The square wave one, which is this one,
These are two
like
things
this. Yeah?
Whoa.
Ooh.
But in order to have those fit, we need to put little mounts on the other side. So these are going to be the same on all the modules.
Okay.
They're going to go on the top there
And then
with a screw going through. So
these
what we're going to
screws
need,
are so tiny.
yeah,
We
is a
need to
little
look after
screw
them.
going through the back. Are you watching?
Yeah, I've got
And then
those
you
little
can
things.
screw on
All
one of the
those.
standoffs, yeah?
Little
So Nancy,
standoff.
do you think you can give that a go for the rest of this one?
Yes, I'll try.
How does it
I've got
attach on
these.
then?
Well, then you put another screw through the front.
Daddy, I've got this ready. They're kind of like little chair legs.
This one is hard to put on because it doesn't seem to like the others.
Isn't it?
No, they're more circular. These look like hexagons.
Oh, what, the standoff? Are there any others? It should be a sort of a hex shape.
I wonder
Yeah,
what
these were the ones that came in the packet.
Yeah?
Daddy, these ones are batteries. We'll need
That's interesting.
these. Should we get these open, Daddy? Because it does say thing. So is this the thing?
Just a minute, Nancy. 4 standoffs. Yeah, I think we've been sent some crummy standoffs. So yeah, just a point of order here. Got hexagonal standoffs on all of them except for the envelope, which came with these rounded ones that don't appear to have a screw thread inside. Which perhaps, I remember people talking about it being difficult to put together, and I wonder whether that's one of the factors, and this is perhaps an older version.
You never know.
You never know. We'll just have to
Daddy, do we
persevere.
have
So
to
maybe
open
use the
this
tool.
one?
That's it. To try to screw that in.
But it's
Maybe
just
that's
slipping.
how.
Just slipping on your fingers.
Yeah.
Or slipping inside the thing itself.
No, it's slipping on my fingers. It's pretty
Oh,
tight
and
inside.
Dad, you get more cables.
Yay! You can never
You're
have enough
always
cables.
getting so much cables.
So many cables.
So many cables.
Uses to tie up people.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do it if you can hold.
Yeah, this one
Alright,
is
that'll do.
actually
How you
short.
doing,
I
Arthur?
finished.
Kind of made it like
Great.
2/4.
See, that's actually
Is that the
equaled
way?
itself out, didn't it?
Keep talking.
Yeah.
I think so. Right, so we need to put the other ones in from underneath. So let me sit down so you don't trip over you. Let's come over here a little bit. Now, Nancy, what have you got there? Which one have you got? Can you read what it says on
I think
itself?
this one is number 10.
Oh, but it says on it, look. It says LFO. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we
This
turn this
is
over, it will tell us where it goes. So that's this one here. So when we turn it over this way, we know that it's this one. Now, can you put it on there so that it fits the right way around?
Just bit to the side.
That's it. Now, what you need to do, can you hold it like that?
Oh, that's what that's for.
Hold it with sort of one hand on this side, and then take a screw
So I guess these plug into the
Yeah,
thing.
and
do,
then where do
yeah.
I put this? In here?
into there. It's detailed work. So while they're doing that, let's have a look at the speaker. So the speaker is here, and that needs to go in as well. So can you do that one, Arthur?
Can I look at keyboard?
Well, if you look at the power supply, that one also needs to go.
Cure the speaker.
That doesn't really look like a speaker. Well, it
does.
does
Try
when
not-
you put
try
that
not to
bit
press
in.
on the middle bit. It's alright. I just mean here. Try not to press on that. Oh, it's all wobbly.
It's
No,
It's all
wobbly.
wobbly.
It's
So that
wobbly.
must sit in there simply.
That looks cool. I like that.
Squish, squish. Maybe it's supposed to. It feels like it's going to just fall straight out of there, but I don't know. But it does fall straight out of there. Is there a way of it not falling out of there? Do you think? No, I think it
Might
just
fall out.
sits in there as it is.
There we go, Daddy.
You got that in there?
Yeah.
Good job. So
all
what's
fixed
next?
in. I think it's square 1 next.
Ah, look. Something going on with that.
What? Is this bad?
No, not bad. I don't know how that bit relates to it. We'll work that out in a minute.
How does
Power.
this bit go in?
Well, all of those are going to plug into along here. We'll do that in a minute. We're just going to do what it's telling us so far.
I've got this one.
So what's next? What do we need? Let's say
This
the
is
square.
Square 1.
So why doesn't
This is
Alfie
square 1.
put this one in? So that one's going to go in alongside it.
Yep.
Maybe it's supposed to be all the way inside.
Well, I don't know. Because we don't want to get it
Sticky.
wrong.
Put that on there.
Not be able
Sticky,
to get
sticky,
it out.
sticky.
That's also true. Maybe this is one of those occasions where we might need to go and have a look.
Daddy,
Yeah,
this is a sticker.
it is. Yes, it's a sticker.
Don't be careful. Oh, be careful. Don't be careful.
Let's see if there's any additional
Of course I'm going to be careful.
bits of information. No, there isn't. I think I will. I'm going to check online. Speaker module PCB comes with a part that is
Need
not
another one?
needed. Aha!
Oh.
Firmly and carefully break off the square part. Take care when installing the speaker, as the cable connecting the speaker unit needs to fit nicely. I see, that's a vital piece of information. Ooh,
That one
you
goes
just
in
need
here.
to
Oh, Nancy,
give
that's the one
things
with
a little bit
the
of a
circular
tug.
ones, which are really hard to screw
Oh,
in.
there we
Oh.
go. Now
There
that's
we
not
go.
going to
Why
fall
That's
did
not
out.
gonna
Why don't
fall
you
out, is
do
it?
This one, the VCA.
That's good. Now here,
Okay.
it's saying that this bit here
VCA.
is not actually needed. So this
So,
does
Make
not
sure
fit
this
to
is
there.
out of the way.
This bit,
I told you
breaks
it should
off.
break off.
and so these
Wow.
two then probably
Well,
go
I-
side by
can you
side.
just
And
pass me
this
one of the
this
screws,
then
Alfie?
goes in there.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Screw.
Can I put it in?
Yeah, I thought that
I
was
think so. Make
good.
sure it's the
There
right
you
way
go.
up. Yeah, can only go in one way,
Like that.
like that. Keep going.
Keep
Makes a
pushing.
nice snug fit.
That's not a problem. We know what we're doing.
We know what we're doing.
No, I don't. We
Well,
do not know what we are doing.
yes, we do.
No, we don't.
So this is going to have standoffs, yeah. So these
Yeah.
four go around those little bits.
But I don't know which way right now.
Yeah, we do. It's the same as all the rest, but not on that side. On the other side,
Why are these so?
because they have a lot of stuff to clear. You see, in order for it needs to be that high to screw it into that to hold it against the back plate.
Oh, so it's gonna. This is gonna be hit. This is gonna be.
Well, you need to attach it here, and then we'll screw it into the front panel
So we
from
use
the
one
other side.
screw on that side, one screw on the other.
That's right, just like they've done over there.
It will look really good once it's done. And we still got a whole nother plate to do.
We do.
I bet this bit goes in there.
You are right. I think it probably needs some standoffs, but we haven't seen that bit yet. We've got a bit of bending to do next. That's going to be the exciting bit. Now, the instructions online talk about the power distro board in how you're supposed to cut the standoffs in half. Now, I think that they've already done that because they are half the height of the other standoffs.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have to do that, which is a relief.
Because
That seems like a really difficult thing to do, and again, as I say, I've heard a lot of people talk about that it was actually quite a difficult build.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that they've done on this version, which is a slightly updated version,
Yeah.
is that they've made certain things a little bit easier.
what if you cut it in half and it's a bit off or something?
Exactly.
And you would need a really hard thing to. Yeah.
So we've got the speaker to put in.
And I've got these screws for this part. So this.
Daddy, we got a loon
If you, I turn this
Oh, loon bender.
over.
Be careful, I might eat it.
Oh, okay. Where was it? Like this.
It was just.
Well, as you can see
There.
from the picture, look, it all comes in from the other side.
I feel say on the
So
back
this
what's going on.
Oh,
needs to be-
What's the?
Which way around is it going to go? We've got 2 and 2.
I
and
was
we've got,
thinking, you know,
ooh,
this snapshot of
let's just a second. Let's see what the writing says on the other side.
These cables are so
So it says
cool.
volume out, right, left.
which way
That's
around
upside
do you
down
use?
because this is a knob, so that's going to be volume. So that's going to have to be that way around. You see, it's a volume knob.
Oh yeah, but that you can't. You can barely touch.
I know, but we've got knob bits that go on to that.
Oh yeah.
So let's just get this wide in a little bit. Right, we're gonna have to bend it.
Is it bending next? Will it be done?
Well, it's not far away, yeah. So we're getting there. Look, we're getting there. It's looking good. Now, the next bit is the important thing about bending. Now, there's lots of little notices on things that say things like this. It says, think twice, bend once. Things which say really important that you've got to do this well and properly. So, the only instructions you've got is to show you what it looks like afterwards.
Yay.
That's it. So,
That's helpful.
so how's best to even attempt it? So this is going to have to bend this way and that way, and then the ends.
Yeah, the ends will be hard. Maybe there's something on here.
So,
No.
I'll give you some
maybe
room, Daddy.
well, this has to bend this way. So the best way to do it is just to do it, I think.
There's no more thing.
You bent it.
I bent it like so.
Wow, Daddy, that's cool. I didn't think we'd be able to bend the edges
Then
so
this
easily.
has to bend up.
No, it doesn't bend
Yes, it
up,
does.
it?
You see how
Oh,
this is
yeah, I
a
see.
steeper angle. I don't really want to press on that, so I'm going to go this way. Like that. And then this at the back has to bend down.
Come on, Daddy, you can do this.
Can I? Can I do it? Can I?
Maybe.
Oh no.
So I'm going to hold
This
it.
might all end horribly.
Do it with my thumbs.
I hope it doesn't.
Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Well, I think it's going to be more
Nearly.
bending.
Maybe? I don't know.
The speaker kind of collides right with the distribution board at the back. But
Is
I'm
that-
just going to pretend that that's not a problem. And I'm
If
going to
it is a
keep on
problem, then
going a
we'll
little
do
bit.
it.
Maybe that's why the speaker can like,
Wobble a little bit.
yeah, and like,
And then this back just needs to... Oh,
What about
I
the
should have
back
bent that in
too?
one piece. That did not go quite so well. That was not so good.
Ooh, is it all ruined?
No, it's not all ruined.
Well, you need to kind
Daddy,
of
what
bend
about
that
the
down.
battery pack?
Yeah, we'll get to the battery pack. Let's go to the next page, see what happens next. Okay, we've got this one to think about.
Oh yeah.
Now
Well,
this
I've got
has to
enough.
bend up both these sides. Make sure we got this right. And these have to bend up in the middle. Which way round? Okay, so that has to be that way round then, doesn't it?
Ooh,
So the nodule is pointing up.
nubule.
Yeah?
Is that what I call a nubule?
Nodule
Nubule.
that
Nub,
way
nub.
round.
Nub, nub.
See,
Nub, nub.
what I really appreciate this time is
Nib.
your enthusiastic confirmations of my talkings.
Oh, I thought you didn't mean to just bend those up then.
Oh yeah. So then this bends up, and you go, "Yes, Daddy, that's exactly right. That's exactly what you're supposed to do."
I think it was supposed to be the other way.
Right. So one thing we haven't done, and the instructions don't tell you about, is plugging all these cables in. I mean, we have to make the assumption
So you can
that
just
these
plug the
cables
cables in.
plug into this here board here.
This is
So, oh, that's not good. Let's try to rescue that. Oh dear.
yeah, I'm putting on the sticker.
The wires are less wired.
That's perfect. That is. Look at the tidiness, the attention to detail.
I did try unwind the
Just
things.
awesome.
I did.
No, I know you did. That's totally brilliant. So, just
Totally.
totally brilliant. So it's supposed to look a bit. Ah, look, it's supposed to look a bit like that. So if I put that there,
It's going to look
it's
completely
got
different.
it's got to match. It's got to match the lines that are here. So
And
that
then this
obviously
is going to
needs
match.
to be flatter.
And this is like completely off.
It's not completely off.
Yes,
Yes, it
Not
is.
completely off.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It needs to go back a little bit. Alright, so what happens next? So we did that. Ooh, we've
Tables.
got to put the 16 in. So the 16 needs to go in. We need, you see these feet? Can you get the feet?
The feet.
There should be four sort of ones that have got inners and two which are a bit more basic.
So this is gonna.
Yeah, seems right.
This is gonna be like underneath to hold the whole thing together.
So Alfie, could you see what that's doing there? Could
Daddy, can I
you
put the cable
follow
in?
those instructions?
I see.
So this is going to go here.
Oh. But,
What's the green
oh,
bit
so
for?
this tiny green bit goes in that line
So
there.
this slot needs to go through there. And that probably needs to do that
But it's a
before we put this bit on, because it's going to need to be mounted into there.
Yeah. But how does having that sticker there mean if you press that's gonna?
Well, because these underneath here is technology, is squishy stuff that will that can respond to your finger being on it. It's like a touch plate made out of a material.
Daddy, can I put it on? I really want to put it on.
I don't think so, Nancy. Those Lego stickers are always off.
Your history with Lego stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the whole thing just sticks on like really easy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Technology.
Look at that.
That's technology.
It's like something in a Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daddy, you think you need to pull it down a little bit.
Is that where all the programs live?
Program.
Not a program.
Not a program. Her name's Sam Flynn. You have to work together. It's the only way.
Stop that.
Alright, I'm gonna go. It's gonna stick. Ah!
How do you know where the place is to stick it?
Well, it's kind of
Because it
obvious.
basically says.
And also,
Easy, easy. So, next page. Turn the page for me, Nancy.
Then there's the 400 next.
Cool, nearly done.
So this is the last page.
yeah, well, yeah.
Move
Daddy,
batteries if
it
using
says-
power adapter. That comes out of there, bends upside down and goes into there. But
Here's
this
6 screws. Don't need them.
needs to be
Nancy, it's still fun.
Can't find no eggs.
No way.
here to have a lock. In which case, it just has to go in. That's weird. So,
Maybe have
So
to
that's
solder.
up.
That
No.
feels like it's really like softer.
There's even an arrow pointing.
yeah. I mean, I know where it goes. It's just getting it into the
It
slot.
can really hurt if you get it
is
whacked in your face. So.
Difficult because the slot is raised. And trying to get that straight with my fingers. I mean, is that in and then with it not coming out?
Okay.
No, I am not getting that at all. Right, let's have a look online to see if there's something which can help us. Is that it? You just push it in. But that's the bit I'm having trouble with. It just comes straight out. Oh my goodness.
We've nearly finished, and then
This happens.
Now what this does, it makes you feel like you're missing something really important. Line up the pins of the ribbon cable with the input. Lay it flat, then use your nail to guide it in. It will actually plug all the way in.
Yeah.
Line the pins of the ribbon cable up with the input. Lay it flat.
And just click
being
it. Cute.
Line it up with the input and then use some nail or other.
I think it's talking about the
Yeah.
nail on the end of your finger.
Why don't we use your nails?
Oh look, I did it.
I
did
did
it.
it.
Some way.
Some
Somehow.
way or another.
Did that. That goes in there.
These
Bish
go in
bash
here.
bosh.
Then we got 6 little screws.
So that goes like that. That needs to go on the inside. Oh my goodness me!
Have we just broke it all?
No, we haven't just broke it all.
We were doing so
But
well.
this has to somehow... Oh, there's something I haven't done.
What is it? What have you not
These
done?
bits here actually bend over out again like that. That was something that I missed. That's why it's not fitting.
Did you do it?
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
it.
We did it.
Whoa! Yeah.
To get that ribbon cable out
Getting
of the way. Okay, that now sort of fits. Does that line up? Not very well.
Daddy, we need to put some screws in.
Yeah. Okay.
Hope it doesn't actually break. That would be terrible.
What's that? What would be terrible?
If this all just suddenly broke.
Why would it all suddenly break?
Because we
What's
might
going to
have
happen?
Why might have got it wrong.
negative, Nancy?
It's only going to land on us. Both go the wrong way a little bit too much. Okay, alright. Okay, so... What is that from? Nancy, what is that from?
Nancy.
I don't know.
Oh. That must... Where's that from?
Maybe that's the thing that plugs into like the power supply.
No, that's going to be...
Tricky?
Yes, that's going to be what plugs into the power supply.
Don't you already tell us before?
I told you it will get completely wrong.
Yes, but it was you who was holding
Were you
that.
holding that and not letting us know?
No!
Now this, presumably, Nancy,
It was just there.
came from the M16, yeah?
Well, it was just sitting on the top of the box. Well, it was sitting in the bowl. I don't know where it was sitting. It's just out there.
We just put the whole thing together.
So,
I
alright,
told you
that's
it will
okay.
get completely wrong.
That's okay. I'm going to undo it. That's alright. It's
I
alright.
told you it will go completely wrong.
Now this cable
Cable
should
plugs in.
plug in here. See, it didn't actually. Oh no, it does say. That's what that. No, no, I don't know what that says. Did it say to do this? No, it didn't.
Well,
That's really annoying.
just annoying.
I like the little tool. The little tool's quite good.
Yeah, we could use that for the other things.
So, where's the thing of knobs?
No,
Are they
no.
the ones that are on the floor? Which ones? What colour are they that go along here?
All red.
So are these all the same?
Yes.
But there's these ones which are.
Which go on the
Look,
top.
can you see those ones are just this that go in, and then those ones up there have the top bit on.
So this, you're saying, just goes in like that?
Yeah.
There's nothing
Ooh, I
more
wanna put
exciting
one
than
in.
that.
But then how do these go on to them?
They only go on these top ones, and to make sure it
So just pop them in.
goes in.
So we reckon from looking at a photo that they just kind of go in. Now the 16 are easy because they're all red. These ones here, I mean we've had to look at a photo online to see if we can get any clue as to how this is supposed to go. These grey ones go into the envelope. There. There's the
These
big grey
ones.
one goes to, what is that? Tempo. But that has to be, because this has got a lip on it, do you see it's got a thing? We're going to want that to be in the right place so that you can turn it all the way up and all the way back. So we just have to make sure that's sort
In the
of
right
pointing at
place.
the 7 o'clock. Does that make sense?
I don't
Yeah.
think all of these are doing that.
But
thing.
they don't have anything that
They
indicates
don't have a direction.
a direction, so it doesn't
What
matter.
about
Oh yeah.
what about these bits?
Good answer.
That looks good. That
So
does
this
not
is
work.
how far it can go, and then it goes back to there.
Daddy, there. Does that work?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't see.
With all these
just have to
hands,
twist
the one
it to
making a way.
Yeah, hang. Wait, the tune.
Level.
Tune is a grey. Wait, Nancy, before you put something in, frequency is
Level and level are red.
So that through kind of some sort of weird process should get us there.
Should
Yeah.
work.
Now we don't have any batteries, so we have this power supply. So I'm going to plug it in. Let's see if I can get it to work. Now to plug it in, you've got to somehow climb inside
I can climb inside.
Down.
I'm small enough.
to the. It's
Climb
all
inside,
it's
get a
all in
mouse
the middle
and
there because
climb
it's attaching
inside.
it to the battery pack. And this is the point where we all blow up and the fuses go. So ready?
Yeah. Okay, Alfie, cover your ears.
Now the other problem is because it's on an elastic band. There's nothing to push against. Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
So hang
So
on.
someone else's finger
do
needs
it
to.
all.
All right, no, that went in. That went in. So
So is it going to be on now?
I don't
Now
know.
can I put the cables in?
Oh, there's a switch here. That's on. But it doesn't seem to be switching. Oh wait, no, I know. There's no switch somewhere.
There's a switch
On there.
right there.
Let me get my finger in. Do
Are you sure?
I don't
Hang
want
on.
it to see. I'm putting the cables in. Cables in.
I do see, yeah. What we're looking for is some kind of light. Let's see if there's
Maybe
any
the
more
volume
information
is
about
really
how you turn it
quiet.
on. Ensure all those, plug all those in. Has the power supply been connected to the distribution board?
No.
No? What do you mean no?
I didn't. But I don't know if anyone did.
Because that would have a cable also, wouldn't it?
It did have a cable.
Maybe that's the cable that that I found.
No, that was for the... We already knew what that was. So this... Ah, look!
Ah, Wiz.
See?
So if somebody puts this in their mouth, we'll find out whether that's on or not.
Go on,
No,
Nancy.
I'm joking. So is there a way I can plug this in
Fire.
without having to take the whole thing apart? What do we think?
I think
Oh.
no.
No.
Oh my goodness. But not the whole thing.
That's what
apart.
happens. That always
Just...
happens when you put kids in.
Oh!
Oh.
The ribbon
The
thing.
ribbon thing came out. Okay.
Well, that means it makes it easier. It makes this easier to actually put in.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this going to be the last time we screw this thing together, do we think?
I
And
hope
let's
so.
hope this camera lasts.
Now that's going to plug in here and the whole thing's going to go beep. I saw a light. I saw a light! It has a light!
Look, Daddy, there's the light.
There's a light.
Daddy, can I plug the cables in now?
Wait a moment with your cables.
Plug in the cable.
Right, so how on earth are we going to get any sound out?
But
By
press in.
plugging the cables in.
Oh.
Cable.
Alright, so cable, Nancy, can you go cable from that middle?
Here's one.
Might need a longer cable.
The middle one.
This Nancy, these are the longest.
That's it.
Where's that one?
That middle cable, plug that in. Now plug it in on there. Output, I assume, is one of those ones at the top. Yeah. And that are these all stereo? Are these ones? Let me have a look at the other cables.
With the stereo.
Okay, they're all the same.
There we go.
Not going to worry about it. Now this, I think. See, that says out. And that's left and right.
Maybe if you want to put it.
Maybe.
How do we connect to the speaker? Unless it's already connected to
Connected.
the speaker.
Did we plug the speaker in?
What do we think?
And it all goes to a blue one.
Well, I think we did. But
Is there a switch on the speaker?
I kind of expected the speaker. It's got a left right. Why would it have a left right?
Maybe for the sound to come out of that phone, sound come out of that
Yeah, but
phone.
there's only one speaker. So let's take this, plug it into here.
Are you expecting something to happen?
I'm expecting that to connect to the speaker to give us some sound.
Yeah, guys.
What's the oscillator?
So this is the oscillator, the square.
Yes.
So it was too high, okay.
I fixed everything. Amazing.
Ooh.
No, it's not going to do anything because it's not connected to anything.
We made a sound.
Maybe. Daddy, can I go on to plug some on? Can we plug them any old way?
Oh, we did it!
Nancy, if you can plug.
Sounds like a frog.
Hold it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So there we are then. That was a family attempt at building the Teenage Engineering P170. Oh.
Okay, so you.
Right, I thought I would come back to this later. I thought we'd had enough at that point, and it'd be good to come back and just finish off what we were talking about and try to explain and unpack the difficulties that we ran into, and also to demonstrate the fact that it's finished, it's done, and it does absolutely work and sound pretty awesome. I mean, I'm doing a whole review of this in another video, so do go and check that out. But just to finish off this bit about the build and what it was that went wrong for us. Well, it's kind of all in the manual, because Teenage Engineering have produced this wonderful illustrated guide to how you put the whole thing together. It's a beautiful thing. It's a thing you don't see that much anymore. But unfortunately, it was the very beautiful thing that kind of let us down. Now, if you were doing this by yourself, if you were focused exactly on building the POM 170, then I think you probably would have gotten over it a lot easier than I did. I was trying to direct a bunch of kids to do something, and I was assuming that it wasn't going to be difficult, and so I wasn't perhaps focused on the details as much as maybe I would have done if I was doing it just myself in the shed. So, take that as a caveat, certainly, because this is not a massive criticism. I'm just trying to point out why we went wrong in the hope that you won't when you do yours. So what am I talking about? Well, you see this beautiful manual. It's for the 16, the 170 and the 400. And within the manual are clearly defined bits on the 16, the 170 and then the 400. So the assumption that I made, the ridiculous assumption, is that I need to play in the bit that talks about the 170. That this is the manual for the 170. These pages here, yeah? And you can see it looks a bit like Lego, it looks a bit like Meccano. We all go, oh, it's a bit toy-like and stuff, isn't it? The problem is that there are some massively important bits of information that are not in this little section on the 170. They're hidden away up here in the 400 section. Really, really important bits that had us going round and round in circles for a whole extra hour. I mean, the thing took about an hour to build with all of us. That was with some fiddling about, but then we descended into this other place of fiddling about for another hour, just trying to get it to work, because there were things that we were missing. We hadn't connected up the power connectors inside, not all of them, because we weren't really directed to, if you see what I mean. We couldn't get this keyboard attached properly because there was no instructions on how you did that exactly. And there were other bits and pieces that meant we had to go delving into the internet to try to find the answer to various things and why they won't work, why they weren't going together, which is something that you would normally do. But because we had such a beautiful manual, you didn't really expect to then have to go and find information elsewhere. I mean, the main issue, I think, with the manual came on this page here, where it was showing us how to do everything. And there was these couple of little eyeballs. Now, eyeballs generally on instructions tend to mean look from this side. So that's kind of what I assumed they were for. Now, I had looked at the key earlier on, because there is a key to what those... because there is a key to what those symbols mean in here. And it says, well, this takes you to another page. Sorry about the cockerel. It will take you to another page and there's a page number associated with it. Unfortunately, on here you get the eyeball, but there's no page number. So you're not taken to another page because it doesn't give you a page number. It's just an eyeball and you can make of that kind of what you will. Because when it comes to the module assembly, there's a whole section on that within the 400 bit. Similarly with the speaker assembly, it tells you how to assemble it, but it's as part of the 400 section. Same with the power connections, it's all part of the 400 section. It's not in the 170 section. And then you get a 170 section on the layout of the knobs. We didn't have this because it's not in the ones. You detecting the theme now? All of this is in the 400 section, so there was no way that we were going to find that. Unless we just randomly dug around in order to do so. So that was kind of the frustration, really, in that there were other places in the manual which would have told us about the modules, what they do, how to wire them together, and we didn't have that information because we were not directed to it, because we played all within the small section here on the 170. So if you've built this and you're wondering why was it so difficult, you need to look deeper. You need to look into the 400 section of the manual. Have I put that across enough? Because it drove us absolutely nuts. It really did. And that's a shame because we were having a lovely time. We're having a lovely time up until then. So my advice, certainly to Teenage Engineering, is fabulous manual. You just need to either put those page numbers in to direct people to those parts, or you need to represent it better on the website so that the sections that you need for the 170 are brought in with the rest of it. Yeah? And if you're building this, then just take your time. It's not difficult to build, and you need to search around in the manual to find the information on how you plug bits in, how the speaker thing works, where the knobs go, and how this keyboard attaches, because those were the troublesome bits. But now that it's here, Nancy has indeed plugged all the cables in, and now it makes a wonderful sound. So do go and check out my full review on this, which if it isn't up now, will be up soon. And I'm going to do a nice deep dive into exactly what it does, what it's capable of, what it's not capable of, and how it is a rather awesome thing.